Are we live yet? Actually, I can't tell. G'day. G'day, everyone. So today what I've got set up is we're going to be redesigning characters. The problem is that, my character designs are usually quite plain. They're not very interesting. Hang on, let me just minimize the stream for a minute. Like, minimize the screen for a moment while I, bring up some of my character designs. How do I... This is a bit of a disaster already. Alright, where in the fuck did I leave them? Alright, let's see, I see. Hello. Yeah, I've been meaning to watch My Hero Academia. I just haven't yet. But, I got out some character designs that I think are fairly plain. Like, they're fairly standard designs. This is a reference for probably one of my favorite characters that I've done. But, like, it's still a fairly plain design. You have no idea how long those boots took me. Yeah, my character design is fairly plain. I mean, granted, these are, like, students of Danganronpa. These are Danganronpa fan characters. Well, original characters. I don't know how to describe them. I made these characters for a fan Danganronpa I wrote. By the way, I finished it. It's on my AO3. I can link in the description or in the chat if people want to read it. But, like, compare this to someone who's actually in this thing. Yeah. He's literally one of the only... I think he's the only character that has a different body type to everyone else. Which ain't great on me. Yeah, I'm just showing off all of my fucking stuff. That's fine. Taco Bell. There's a Taco Bell, like, vaguely close by, like, 30 minutes away. But I've never had Taco Bell. Where did I leave my... Yeah, we'll take NDRV3. And, we'll take you. But yeah, like, you can see there's a few more aspects to his character design that, like, sort of make it interesting, even though, like, he's probably one of the more plain characters of V3. Mac and cheese is good. I've had mac and cheese before. Alright, I'm gonna close all these, because this was just examples for my character design. Alright, now we got the canvas. My standard size canvas. 1920 by 1080. And what we're going to do today is I'm going to be redesigning. I've never had Dorito Loco Tacos. Alright. Nope, fuck. I opened another internet. Alright, so the chat has requested, the only suggestion I got on Discord was Sans. And, like, okay. That's fine by me. But I've never played Undertale, so, like, I don't know what Sans is like. I guess. Alright, I guess I'll go grab his actual character design. Oh, jeez, okay. Can I copy the image and just shove it into my... Oh, that is tiny, okay. No, don't rotate scale. Yeah, that's... It's very difficult to see. I think what he wears is like a t-shirt, a blue hoodie, and black jeans. But I'm not sure. Can I copy another image? Oh, that's also very small. And I also know his eye glows blue sometimes. I feel like an alien species discovering what a Sans Undertale is. Yeah, I don't at all plan to... Oh, kitty! I don't at all plan to watch Hazbin Hotel. Alright, so, I don't know anything about Sans. So, designing him is... Oh, pink slippers and original design. Interesting. Oh, I didn't actually realize those were slippers. I thought they were sneakers. Now, I don't know how Sans Undertale is. I don't know anything about... I've never played Undertale, so, like, don't expect a stellar character design. Or redesign, I guess. So he's like a skeleton, right? Yeah, I'm the bizarre species that has just not played Undertale. Alright, he's got a very... he's got a skull that's shaped like this. And then he's very, he seems to be very square in shape. Lazy and bad puns with a trombone. He doesn't have a trombone in his character design, so I might... Maybe we'll bank off of that. We'll make him a band student. Just because I got no other ideas for how to do him. For how to design him. He has a very square design. I'm gonna bank on that. I just came to a horrifying realization. Hold on. He has very triangle shapes. He seems to always be folding his eye to like have his arms on his hips like that. This is really bad so far. Like I'm just trying to get a silhouette down really at the moment. All right, and then there's his shoes. He's gonna flex on him. Just put him on a new layer so I can... Okay, so, his eyes are very round, but, like, if he's very sleepy, then, like, I'm gonna... Whoops. Wrong layer. I'm gonna upturn his, eyes a bit. His pockets and wears gloves mainly white, too. Yeah, well, his hands are gonna be in his pockets, so I don't have to draw his eyes. His hands. I'm gonna give him bone eyelids. They're just permanently like that. Alright, so he has like a nose. Eyes. I didn't make his jaw wide enough. He has a very cheeky smile. It looks good in the art, but now make whatever is in my now off to make whatever's in my fridge and work. Okay, that's fair. See you. Oops. Just makes him look chubby cheeked. I mean, I guess he is pretty chunky for a skeleton. No, he's very tired. I'm gonna keep the eye bags. Or whatever these are. No, if I'm sleepy... I don't know. Like I said, I think I'll bank off the band student idea, so I'm gonna look up band uniforms. Okay, they're very, very proper. I don't know if... I'm gonna look for a very basic band uniform. I don't know, actually I like this one. I like this one. Alright, I know you can't see it. Well, come on. Now you can. I liked that one. I thought that was a nice uniform. I have a fair idea of how the hats are supposed to look now, too. So I'm gonna jump on a new layer and add the hat. It looks more like a fez at this point. Yeah, that's not gonna look anything not like a fez, I think. I'm not great at drawing feathers, either. I know how a feather is supposed to be, but I don't know how to do it. Oh, I forgot a main thing about him. Okay. It's a bit late now, because I'm working out the design. Yeah, that looks fine. He only eats or drinks ketchup. I mean, ketchup is, by definition, a sports drink. So, like, it's not that surprising. He seems to be very big-boned. These are really big bones to go off. I don't know how bones work, so these are going to be very organic shapes. Which is also why I picked that uniform, because it's not super revealing. I could just hide his body under clothes. Ribs are like... Well, you know, you can have big bones that are fragile. Sometimes your strengths lie in memes. Spine, pelvis, knee, leg, foot. Whoops, that's a very low knee. Like I said, I don't know anything about Undertale, so I'm just basically going off of what the audience tells me is Undertale. You could tell me that Sans just fucking ends the game by drinking a bottle of bleach and I would believe you. Because I don't know any better. Alright, I can't draw the little collar, which is a shame, because his neck he doesn't have a neck. He doesn't have a neck in his sprite either, so I'm in the clear. Alright, so, okay, the thing has these shoulder pad thingies. And lots of tassels. Which look more like hair when I draw them, because I miss certain sections. Oh well. I'll probably strap his trombone to his back. He's lazy as hell. Teleports was a scientist and was pretty sure his dad is stuck between universes. Oof. That's rough. Alright. Yeah, okay, it goes to about here, and then, like, it does this. I should probably, I'm gonna basically get rid of this bit now, because I don't need that. And, he do this, and it does this. Probably just gonna be 3. Yeah, maybe I can fit the 4th one in. And move these ones down. There we go. Perfect. Oh, that's not really... That's clinging very close to his skin. Or his bones. It's clinging very close to his bones. But his jumper... His hoodie doesn't do that. Is it a hoodie, a jacket, a jumper? I don't know. God, I remember, like, this thing from, years ago. It was like, I don't even know how to describe it, but it was like this activity thing, like an activity program that had this skeleton in it, and the skeleton would sometimes tell jokes. And like, I remember a section called Days of Yore, and that's literally the only thing that I could go off to find it. It was like an Australian thing. It's like a skeleton. I don't know where I was going with that. I think it was just association because, Sans. It really looks like he's wearing a kilt because I decided to make the skirt as, like, I've shortened the skirt, but it's still, like, most of his legs. And if you're wondering why I picked a skirt, like, would the monsters in the Undertale world really care about gender? I mean, heck, I don't know much about Undertale, but I know that, like, Mettaton is a trans guy, and that's rad. I don't know how band shoes do. I'm just gonna keep his slippers just to sort of, you know, it's like this is part of the old design. I don't know how to draw slippers, by the way. Alright, and that is a skeleton man I can be proud of. It doesn't look like I redesigned him, it just looks like I made a band-aid. It looks like he's about to fucking sing Sweet Victory. Which is kind of apt. Maybe it's the way you're dressed. Oops. I'll leave that there, because I don't like that. God, like, even SpongeBob aside, that is a fucking rad song, and I feel so sorry for America that, like, the fucking the Super Bowl halftime show decided, nah, kids want Maroon 5. Oh, mood. Airplane's an official gender, I like that. That's a mood. Because long-time viewers will know that I don't have a gender. I lost it in the war. I traded my gender in for art skills. I sold my gender for a single corn chip. I didn't really need it. Alright. He has a very monochrome color palette, so there's not much I can do. Oh, that's a mood. Yeah, now it's starting to look like Sans. Oh, that's a mood. That is a real mood right there. Gender is mac and cheese, that's a mood. I'm gonna figure out if I'm gonna color a skeleton in, or if I'm just gonna leave it blank. I'm gonna give him a mostly blue band uniform. Oh, I forgot to throw the trombone in. Fuck. 1 second. I'm gonna finish coloring in the jacket, and then I'm gonna add the trombone in. I'm gonna need to find an accent color, because Sans is pretty monochrome, isn't he? Maybe that turquoise color that he gets in his eyes when he gets all angry. I think. I swear to God, if anyone recommends that I draw Kamida next. Oh, you heard that shit. Okay, blue with flashes of yellow. Oh, that's a good accent color. That's a good accent color with blue. I almost want to play Sweet Victory over, like, over my Spotify, but at the same time, it'll get my fucking... the video... Oh my god! Sorry, I can hear my brother playing Megalovania on the fucking piano in the neighboring room. Yeah, the first request for redesigns was Sans, and someone said he played the trombone, so I thought, oh, we'll take an approach where he's a band student. Yeah, we need to draw in a trombone. The trombone. I don't know how to draw a trombone. I'm gonna take my best guess. Because I do own a trumpet. Or, I did. It's somewhere in the house. I used to play trumpet. It's like there's like a long thing. It's probably a bit more curved than that. It's probably like that. And, there's this long thingy that you slide it. I'll draw the mouthpiece down here. I taught them well. How do I draw the mouthpiece down there without making it look weird? Yeah, that'll do. Alright, there we go. I mean, I've been trying to draw that as a mouthpiece. His eyes are white, I think. Man, he looks ready to dunk on him. You said yellow. I think it's gonna be like a really bright yellow. I think when it's all the accent, it was like really bright, sunny yellow. Oh, I've drawn that in the wrong layer. Whoops. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Another layer. Yep, that looks nice. I guess. Hey there. It's good that you exist. I like you existing. that's a very... Okay, against the blue it's easy to see, but against the white, that's not very easy to see. But I think I'll manage. Because it's just kind of doodles. I've got more art to do today. I've been planning a present for one of my best friends and for my partner. So I've been trying to, like, just get things together for them before I can, you know, send the gifts over to the two on Thursday, which is tomorrow. At least that's the plan. I haven't done it earlier because I'm broke. And I have to send them over to the United States and Canada. And the Australian Post says that both gifts are going to be like $65 to send over. Not each, thankfully, but you know. Sand Dead Undermen. It's him. It's Sans Undertale. Like Thanos Infinity War. Do I want... maybe I'll make his slippers the accent color. We'll see how that goes. No, I think they need to be the main color. Yeah, that looks a lot better. And now time to color in the trumpet. Or the trombone. Alright, how can I make a really nice gold-looking color? That looks nice. That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Whoops. I'm gonna have to put the layer down there. Yeah, that looks like a trombone. Yeah, like while I'm not an actual pianist, which would I do want to learn the piano, but I don't. But my brother stole the piano. And I also don't really have pink slippers. Oh yeah, we could... I'll see how pink looks. Okay, yeah, I actually like that. That looks nice. That helps balance it out. I think. I think with that we can call it done. Alright, so we got Sans Undertale, the trombone player. I'm gonna move him. I'm gonna move Sans here, and I'm gonna move the. I'm gonna shuffle around the references, and there. We got the Sans Undertale redesign. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I had ideas for what I wanted. And I also brought this up earlier because, Alright. Hey! Hey! Never mind. It's okay. Don't leave! How about Papyrus? Yeah, sure, we can do that. Again, I don't know how Papyrus is. I know he likes spaghetti, I think? I was about to say lasagna, but no, that's Garfield. Let's see. Where the fuck is Papyrus? What the fuck is Papyrus? Papyrus. Okay, spaghetti, yep, okay. So this is Papyrus. Make Papyrus Garfield. Yeah, probably. It's like I fused Papyrus and Garfield together. Yeah, let's do that actually. Let's do that. Let's fuse Papyrus and Garfield. I don't know how Garfield looks. I have a vague idea of how Garfield looks, but... Alright, I have Garfield. I'm gonna scale that down, which is rare for the reference images. Scale it down. Alright. My friend rated my team's pulled one day on the backside. Oof. Alright, how am I gonna fuse Garfield and Papyrus Undertale? Papyrus Undertale doesn't have that same, like, kick to it as Sans Undertale, but it has an interesting kick to it. Alright, so what aspects do I want to take from their designs? Those rounded ears will be interesting, but do I put them on, like, a rounder version? I think I need to, like, keep his head narrow, because otherwise it's gonna look... Hello, Angelo. Katsu, are we saying, are we implying that Papyrus is a furry? Yeah, I'm gonna keep his long, narrow head. You know, the designs kind of make themselves, because, like, aside from, the waist, they actually have pretty similar designs. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna... long head. With the round cat ears. I'm gonna keep Papyrus's pose. As best I can. It's a very nice pose. I like it. Alright, see you. Okay, he has a very narrow hip. He has very narrow legs, too. And I'm gonna give him a thicker waist because of Garfield. Oh, I could also give him little cheek jowls that Garfield has. God, this is a mistake. I'm pretty sure that's what his name is. Mistake. Oof. Yeah, this is absolutely cursed. This is the most cursed thing I've drawn. Just no, I don't draw teeth too well. Does God stay in heaven because he fears what he's created? Yes. God fears this. I have killed God. There is no God anymore. God took one look at this and just fucking disintegrated. Alright, I'm gonna give him like somewhat Garfield's eyes. Yeah, this is absolutely a cursed image. Oh god. And my other plan was like to fucking redesign Maki Harakawa, but instead we're doing this. We're redesigning Papyrus Undertale so that he's a fusion with Garfield. Oh my god, that is cursed! I'm gonna give him Garfield. Thanks, I'm drawing this and I hate it. Okay, that eye isn't even done well. I'm gonna redo that eye. I'm doing cats in Star Wars, nice. It's too late, I've already done it. Actually, I might just copy the eye because I'm lazy. I'm gonna copy the eye over because I'm lazy, and this eye is already really good and I can't match it. I gotta get dinner. Please do send the drawings in the DMs. Okay, love. I will send you this cursed thing in the DMs. I love you too. Okay. Free D form. Yeah, okay, this is... We don't... No, I get the boat. Right, and there's probably gonna be, like, stripes on his skeleton, too, because of Garfield. Oh, man, I hate it. I'm drawing it, and I hate it. This is the most cursed thing I've done. Ever. I mean, I can't really do anything for Garfield, with his clothes fused with papyrus, because Garfield is completely naked. And as cursed as it would be to, like, depict this character nude, I'm not doing it. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I fully expect Satan himself to come into my house and go, whoa, 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 whoa. I think you're, like, this is too sinful even for me. Right, I'm gonna move that nose over. And I'm gonna keep going. Alright, so he has, like, actual bone structures here. I could make this even more cursed by adding Sonic the Hedgehog to it, but I feel like I'll spare you this. I'm not giving him individual Garfield fingers, so, you know, be thankful for that. However, I'm gonna round the shapes off so that it's so it looks Garfield-y. What am I? You're going to hell. Yes, I was always going to hell, but now Satan actually has a justifiable reason to send me to hell. I said I don't want to do the Garfield fingers, mostly because I don't want to be drawing fingers. Not because, like, it will be even more cursed. Yeah, the thumbnail is 100% cursed. Garfield the Hedgehog. I'll give him one hand of, like, Garfield fingers. This is not intended to be as awful as it looks. I'm just bad. Alright, so, that's a spine. So I'm basically gonna have to try and draw this like a giant spinal cord. Hopefully that'll do. And then we give him his underpants. At least I think these are underpants. They look like underpants. They look like undies. And I give him his leg bone. Yeah, that's basically what this is. This is the most cursed thing I've ever drawn. I thought it was a bowl for pants. Oof. Leg bone's connected to the leg bone. The leg bone's connected to the foot bone. The foot bone's connected to the boot bone. The boot bone's connected to the cursed bone. God, one boot's bigger than the other, and I'm just gonna leave it because it's even more cursed. When you stare long enough into the abyss, The abyss also stares back into you. That's it. That's Garfield, Papyrus, Undertale, Garfield. I don't really want to color this thing. I guess I gotta. Where's the color scheme for Papyrus? There it is. Alright. We don't really need a big color scheme thing. God, this is the most cursed thing I've ever done. Delete that. We can match those. It is a bit refreshing not having to draw characters that have, like, hair. Oops. Need to put the chat back up. I just thought I heard Minecraft cave noise from my mic. Yeah, I feel like the Minecraft cave noises are probably an accurate depiction of how cursed this is. I might also mix, like, the bone white with the Garfield orange to color in his skeleton. Either I live in a cave or this is too fucking cursed. It's both. I live in a cave and this is cursed. Now grab me that yellow color. I have a very similar color in my palette, I just realized. Oh well. I forgot to color in that. I forgot to draw in that bit. Oh well, it's fine. I'll just color it in. We can pretend it's there. And then there's a little red bit on his jacket that I missed. I'll just... There. Alright. Now to... Actually, I'll do that on a different layer. Blend that with the white. Whoops. Yeah, that's close enough. And then I grab the blur tool and blend them together. And we select something straight in the middle. And we get this weird creamy orange color. Oh, of course we're gonna color in his bottom jaw a different color. Or his top jaw. We're gonna color in the top jaw a different color. This is, I'm pretty sure I chased away my viewership with this, because it's so cursed. And, like, if you are gone because this is cursed, I understand. I understand completely. This is the most cursed thing I've ever done, and I hate myself for it. I need to color in the eyes so that they're black. I know Garfield is like... It looks like skin color. It's bones, but it's made of skin. Oh god, okay, that's too dark, I think. Like the... Garpyrus is made of skin. It is horrifying. I am gonna erase the eyes though. Just the square eyes. Just so you know that it's not a color. That's fair. I'm trying to figure out what's going on too. Because I don't even know what this is anymore. God, it's starting to look like Homer fucking Simpson. His eyes are skinned. I gotta do a thing. Yeah, yeah, that's fair. Okay, there we did. We done it. We did it. It's Papyrus Garfield Undertale. Oh my fucking god. What if I brought upon this cursed land? I don't know, but like... This is the worst thing that I've ever drawn, and... Yeah, that's fair. Home field. This is the worst thing I've ever done. Okay. I'm gonna get that out of everyone's faces. Okay, so we've got band member Sans. And the most cursed thing in the world. Oh my god, yes, this absolutely belongs on I'm Sorry, John. Oh god. Alright, so, okay, so, what am I doing next? I'm gonna try and go for a less cursed project to, you know, clean everyone's palates of what we just witnessed. So this is a character I kind of wanted to do before the stream and, like, set up if, like, no one provided any requests. I'm gonna... Oh, okay, her reference is huge. Okay. But yeah, it's Maki Harakawa. I don't think her design is bad. I'm just usually like, oh, okay, this is a design that exists. It's a fairly plain design. Which is interesting for a game where, like, everyone has these really bombastic designs. And also she's a Visco girl before it was cool. Look at those scrunchies. Imagine if you're... Oh, that is horrifying! But that's also basically what a spider is. Because of its exoskeleton. But, you know, that being the case for humans is horrifying. You know, we're kind of built like a sculpture. While ants are kind of built like, while spiders are kind of built like a glass of water. Yeah, for her. I feel like, I can't really curse her character design. Or at least, if there is a way to curse her character design, I don't know how to. It's just the problem of trying to, like, organize her character references. To, you know... I mean, I guess I can work off of just her full body. I don't necessarily need that one. It doesn't really have any designs that are less clear. How do I keep this, how do I design this without, like, going into, whoops. Damn it. Now I have to do it again. But it's more like, how do I give her give our character a new design without, like, cursing it, and also while, you know, not straying too far into spoiler territory. Unless everyone here is, like, already aware of, like, the twist regarding her. I don't know. I don't know if the chat's aware. Because I feel like the chat being aware of, like, her true purpose is, like, it'd change how I'm going to design it quite drastically. I'll draw a pose first. I'm not entirely sure what I want. I think I'll just go for, like, some generic action girl pose. Now, because she's human, I'm probably going to spend a lot more time, like, actually working on the drawing. I'm probably not going to keep her proportions like this. Just because I don't really think they're the proportions that suit her. Yeah, so, like, hit up the chat with whether you actually know what her whole deal is. I know, I'm just, like, making sure everyone else does. And I think that if I keep the image looking like this, her whole body is just going to be very squished. So I'm going to just quickly make it smaller. So I can actually fit the whole thing in. Yeah, the chat got very quiet after I stopped cursing it. What was the Gala picture? I want you to draw the Pikachu as the Monaco man. That is terrifying. I like it. I'll see how I am after this. Oh god, I've swayed her head back. Okay, whoops. What if I pretend... What if I did a thing? Oh. No, I get it. I was just reading it as it was given. Sorry. Oh my god! Did you meme the artwork? Oh my god. How do you do that? I don't know what I'm saying. I'm sorry. I think drawing that left me a bit frazzled. And, like, who am I? Am I a human being? Or am I just a God's cursed mistake? What if I did her based on a fake spoiler? What if I did a design based on, like, a fake spoiler with how I've been talking? Because I've gotten some ideas in my mind for, like, fake spoilers regarding her. But I also feel like saying fake spoilers might direct people towards the real spoiler. I don't know. I really want to redesign Maki, but I also don't want to spoil anything for people. Just regarding her. Because I know her plain design does serve a purpose. Oh my god, it's... Oh boy. Check that chat shall be blessed. Oh boy. my god, that is terrifying! Oh my god! Oh no! I require lasagna, Frisk. Wait, why did I say lasagna? I meant spaghetti, what the fuck? Oh my god. I'm gonna throw caution to the wind and do this on a fake spoiler. Because one of the ways I avoided, like, I joked about spoiling things to friends of mine was that I would pretend to give out a totally, like, I would absentmindedly say a fake spoiler. Like, I think one of my favorites to use was, yeah, okay, I won't tell you about the mecha fight between Kaede and Miyu in Chapter 4. And, like, we would continue like, oh my god, spoilers! But, like, it wasn't actual spoilers. That was one of the best things I did. I also... Talking about this is so hard because I don't know whether everyone's, like, played Danganronpa V3 or not. I'm gonna keep drawing, and at a certain point I probably will, like, just actually declare, like, okay, I'm gonna be doing spoilers, everyone go home. If you don't want to be spoiled. Not at this point. I don't know, Is this supposed to be like a redesign? Okay, really good request, okay. I think I made her shin too long. It's like fucking, oops. I also accidentally extended the window, shit. Yeah, I made her shin too long. I think I'm just so used to Monster High dull proportions because I've been doing customs. There's a game called Final Station and I'm addicted to, can I try to draw the main character? I mean, this is more of a redesign stream, so I can try to redesign the main character. I'll look it up once I'm done with this. It's a pixel shooter, okay. I mean, if you want me to draw the main character, I always have my commissions open. They're in the description. And, you know, it's Christmas, so commissions are greatly appreciated, because I can use them to, you know, buy stuff for my family and my friends. Now, keep in mind, I'm not the best at drawing feet. But I think I actually did okay that time. Alright, now I need to give her arms. Oof. That's a yikes from me, dog. Just align with the crotch. I think I will do fake spoiler, because I have an idea for it. Although granted, like, it could also just be because I really like cyberpunk sci-fi stuff. I know I don't really show it on the channel, because, like, I'm really addicted to Danganronpa. Oh my god! The Garfield Papyrus. It's like I'm doing an actual character design now, it's like, nope. You're just the bitch who designed Garfield Papyrus. I mean, if it gets me views, like, I'm fine with that. Actually, this is probably one of the best human forms I've ever drawn. Which is surprising. I've just been doing it for, like, a stream thing. I almost want to play, like I've been really addicted to, the stuff that comes up on New Retro Wave and the things that come up when I listen to, like, Synthwave. Like, it's a really good genre. Like, it wasn't my favorite of 2018 because, like, I listened to way too much Within Temptation. But, you know. Draw anime eyes. Yeah, that's fair. Anime eyes are a big jumping point for a lot of artists, I've noticed. And it does take a while to, like, extend beyond that point. I mean, it took me forever to, like, learn how to draw eyes that, like, weren't super detailed. Like, because... Okay, I should probably put in the guidelines for a face before I put in the ear. I feel like those eyes are a bit low. Just realized I'm gonna have to use a very thin brush to do our eyes. Alright, there we go. I don't know, I kind of want to play music because it can be a bit draining to draw with like no like audio stimulation. Or the only audio stimulation being my voice. And like if I join a call or something with like my server, I'm gonna be like A, drowned out, and B, I'm gonna like completely shut down in terms of voice. Because like when so many people are when more than like 2 people are talking, like when I'm talking with more than 2 people, I usually shut up. Problem with the smaller brush sizes for the watercolor brush, is that they, like the watercolor brush will fight for dominance. Like, or is, like at this size, it's not that much different to, it's not much different to, using the pen. I almost want to, like, redo it and, like, extend out the design, because there's a bit of space that I could probably use. There's a bit more space I can use. There we go. I think that's a decent amount of space. Whoops. Yep, I can probably get the brush a bit bigger. Not much bigger, but a little bit. That feels much better. Becomes chaos. What becomes chaos? Oh yeah, the voice chat, whoops. Sorry, I have very short-term memory. Oh, thank you. Do you want to see what we were drawing before? I'm gonna show you cursed stuff. Well, this isn't that cursed. It's this is the first redesign I did, which was of Sans, because someone mentioned a trombone and I decided to make him a band student. And then there's this cursed piece of shit. Oh god, that skull! Like, the body is, like, less cursed. Like, if you take away the head, it's like, oh, that's kind of weird. But you'd look at the head, and it's... Oh, my god. What have I done? So, you know, this is my project to, like, decursify the chat. I won't say bless, because I don't know if this is really a blessed idea. Get it off of my screen. It's off, don't worry. This isn't really a less cursed idea. I mean, it is a less cursed idea. Instead of like a... It's not a blessed idea, it's just a less cursed idea. And I'm gonna move her... I'm gonna... Just trying to even out her arms. And the shoulder. Like I said, I think this is the best human form I've drawn in a while. I think it's just because there's like a strong dip in the middle, because I usually like smooth it out, but I've actually like... Oh my god, why would you do that to yourself? I guess that's motivation to like turn your computer off and like not leave it on sleep, because instead of like a nice calming galaxy looking over you as you sleep, it's fucking Sans... It's fucking Papyrus Garfield Undertale. Fusion is just a cheap tactic to make blessed things cursed. Alright, just as a note, the character is not staying naked. I'm just drawing out the form now, like, being naked. But I do want to, like, kind of keep this waist thing going on. Just because I'm really happy with how I drew the waist. Like, actually, this whole human form is very, like, satisfying to me, so... This isn't really, like, part of the design. I'm probably just going to, like, keep it... I'm probably going to, like, keep it with very form-fitted clothing. And I know that, like, a lot of people might be upset about that, but I'm just really happy with how I drew the body, and I want to show it off. Do I really want, like, skinny arms? I mean, the original character is fairly skinny, but she'd also have to be pretty strong, too. Actually, no, you can kind of see, like, muscles, if you look a bit closely. At least on the right arm. Papyrus's power is growing. Yes, it is. It is a tragedy. Alright, I'm gonna give her slight muscles in her arms. Because it will also play into the fake spoiler design that I wanted to create. So if you're a fan of Danganronpa V3, who's your favorite character? I don't know, I'm just trying to, like, prompt, like, discussion that isn't Papyrus and Garfield's cursed fusion. Oh, have y'all seen, Garfield without Garfield? It becomes, unfortunately, very relatable. Just, you quickly discover that it's just John having a fucking mental breakdown. And to be honest, yeah, that's pretty close to what my life is like. Especially at the moment, like... I don't know, I've been fairly depressed lately. And I think most of it is, like, to do with fires. No, I didn't. You should like look at Garfield. You should look at Garfield without Garfield. Oh, whereabouts are you in the game? Sorry, I really like Korkio's design, but his character is just, something happens with this character that I really don't like. I won't say exactly what, because spoilers, but it's I don't mean any offense. I mean, I liked him before that. But, you know. Also, if you haven't played the Danganronpa series, please do. It's a really good series. Okay, those hands aren't my best, but whatever. Alright, that's the sketch for the body done. I'm gonna have to, you know, take the sketch away and put it on another layer. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so I feel like I should, like, at least say my idea for a redesign. The sort of thing I had in mind was, it's a fake spoiler for V3, but, like, Maki is an AI. It's an idea where, like, she's an AI that sort of goes rogue halfway through the game. And becomes, like, more dangerous as the game goes on. I don't know, that was my idea. That I kind of want to go with. So, I should probably grab a reference for Kibo as well. Just because, you know, robot. No one can see my internet. Okay, good. I don't want to, like, accidentally scroll over a massive spoiler. Alright, where the fuck is he? What is a Kibo? Where is he? Alright, I'm gonna... She probably won't look as robotic as Kibo does, in my opinion. At least in my vision. I don't know. I'm just tossing out... I was just mostly tossing out, like, some ideas and stuff like that. I wanna move that all across. So there's, like, a lot of space there that I can probably utilize. Or I can move the thing over. I'll do that. That's a fair amount of space. Okay, I just need to put that back where it was. Put that thing back where it came from also helped me. Yeah, that looks about where it was before. No, hang on. There we go. Now we got some space. Over here. Now we got some space over here. Alright. I'm just glad I didn't accidentally click onto the cursed one. That was fortunate. Alright, so I don't need to really move it down to his feet because I'm mostly going off of his face. Like, I'm gonna look at, like, elements on his face that are very robotic. So, like, the two lines here, I just realized they've left that sketch line from his face in, from his head in. Oops. And you got... These eyes are a bit more defined, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. How are we doing? Alright. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna be reducing the size of the brush for the eyes, just because it helps, you know, make thin, delicate lines that I really like for the eyes. On, like, all genders. I should probably look at a reference of her eyes. Like, copy her eye down, move it closer, and just reference them. Alright. Move these closer so I can take a look. And... I'll first erase... Oops. Which layer did I draw these on? I can't figure... Oh, I see what's going wrong. I was like, why can't I erase these? But I realized that I had the thing still selecting the thing. Whoops. Alright, so... So her eyes are mostly shaped like that. Yeah, sorry, this isn't really a basic sketch. I apologize. I said it would probably be basic sketches, and then it wasn't. She doesn't really have any eyelids. Well, she does, but they're very close. Her eyebrows are pretty thin. Which is also a help from the smaller brush. Okay, all memers, check the memes. Okay. What have you done? Oh my god! I don't like that! Oh my god! Oh my god. I will provide a transparent version later in the future, don't worry. But these are all terrifying. Oh my god. Oh boy. Okay, trend micros come to annoy me. Does she have, like, I'm trying to check. Okay, her nose is, okay, it's just fairly standard. And it's actually fairly small. I feel like she would look less robotic because the goal for her is to look human in these fake spoiler memes. Does she have a lip mark? No, not really. That is a very close mouth. And it's she has a lot of lower eyelashes, I've just noticed. Alongside the higher eyelashes. Also, is that I think that's a beauty mark on her face. Yeah, that is. Okay. Oh boy. I do at least want the credit for it. Like, I know that, like... I know that it's just a fucking fusion of fucking Papyrus and Garfield. But, like, credit is still nice. I'm gonna move that down. It's 2 because just... Okay, that doesn't feel quite right. There we go. Okay, her eyebrows seem very passive, and I don't know if that really makes sense, but I'm gonna rub them off and do it again. Because it doesn't really give off the rogue AI feeling that I'm going for with this redesign. It does feel really weird that, like, I really love Danganronpa, but, like, I don't know, it's set in a high school, which I usually find to be extremely boring. Or, you know, just traumatizing. Yeah. God, how far behind is the stream? She looks a bit wall-eyed for some reason. I think that might be my fault. No, actually, looking at it like when I zoom out, it looks fine. Now, just know I don't know how an ear works or how it looks inside, but I'm just, you know, with an ear, it's actually it's kind of the opposite of hands. Because you can draw anything in an ear, and it'll, like, usually look really good. Yep, it's Maki. I decided to redesign her based on, like, a fake spoiler. Like, the idea of a fake spoiler. I remember doing this a few years back, but it was like a, it was a design for, Chiaki for a campaign I was doing that was set in, like, in like a future setting, and like she was a android, like not a phone, like a human a robot that looks like a human, and like she had, like when she was damaged and like skin peeled off, it would like expose robotic metal underneath. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that with her design. I'm just gonna do a little dip in the middle, like where the metal is. Like where her skin ends and where her metal begins. I don't know, I thought it was a really cool idea. Thank you. I've been practicing for like several years now. And one thing I never really liked about Maki is this super long hair. Like, I like the top part. This bit's pretty good. But I've never really liked how she's got hair that, like, is down to her ankles. It's like we call Izuru Rapunzel, but really Maki. I'm trying to think. What else could I expose to, like, sort of show off the robotic nature of the fake spoiler design I've done? Like, I'm trying to think about, like, story events that could have happened that would sort of lead to her robotic nature being more shown, if that makes sense. Although it would be very difficult to strangle Kokichi in this state and for him to live, because her arms would just be solid metal. Like, solid metal around the windpipe. And, like, there'd be pinches of his skin coming off, I think. Oh god, I'm actually getting really, like, nasty. It feels really nasty just talking about it and thinking about it. I'm trying to think of injuries she took in the game, but she didn't really take any. I should probably move that eye along. I think I figured out what the problem with my problem with this eye is. It's too close. Or too far to the... Yeah, that looks a bit better. It also looks a bit large now. I'm gonna zoom in and just try to fix it. I'm gonna shamelessly plug here, but like, if you want to, if you want to commission me, my info is in the description, or a link to my info is in the description. All right. What else can I do with her? I'm trying to think of like injury she could have taken that would like lead to more robotic bits being exposed. But she doesn't really take injuries in the game. Which is interesting. I mean, I don't expect her to take injuries. Because, I mean, her character growth was really fucking amazing, I think. Like, I don't like her as much as I like other characters, but, like, Maki's character growth is pretty good. It's one of the highlights of V3, I think. Just saying no more about it. I'm just gonna, yeah. I'm just trying to think about, like... if the story took this path. The problem is the only characters who would like who could hurt her wouldn't, I think. I almost feel like one of her arms should just like at some point just be like entirely robotic. With the right eye, looks like she's looking somewhere else. Yeah, I get your I get your point. Like this right eye, I think it's that right eye. Yeah, no, I get it. I thought she was looking wall-eyed, and yeah, you finally actually managed to point it out. Thank you. Let's move that across. Oh, wrong layer, okay. That will require some touching up. That brush is... I made the brush too big. Alright, no. There we go. I think that looks a bit better. I'm kind of tempted to just have, like, one of her arms be entirely robotic. I'm trying to think, like, what would Kokichi do to... Because I feel like he would be the one that does sort of expose it. Just based on real spoilers. That I won't say. Okay, if I... The problem is I don't like Kokichi at all. Like, he's... not my least favorite, but he's one of the characters I don't really care for. And it's hard to get in his head. Because I don't like him that much. So it's like, if I were a character I hated, what would I go for to, like, sort of show that our classmate is actually a robotic AI? I also have to think about, and I'm like 5'2". I think maybe just a section of her forearm. Like if you... That looks like a pretty... Like, if you grabbed onto it and just tore it off, I think that it would look like that. Especially if this thing was strangling you. Again, we'll get into the arm with an eraser to just sort of pick out the detail. Sorry, I've been kind of, because I have had no, university requirements or university obligations, I've been mostly gaming and getting back into doll customizing. Because I've got just so many dolls that I haven't customized yet. Or, like, doll customs that have been half finished. I've done a doll custom for Kaide. But, like, I've done her hair, I've done her face, but I haven't done her clothes because I just haven't found the time for it. I want to put something like glowing in here. I like glowing things. That's my justification. Glowing things are nice. Alright. That makes it look like a hinge. Yeah, I might still keep it. I think I need to just... Okay, there we go. I think that kind of looks like skin that's been peeled off. I'm trying to think about... I think I think one more bit where it's been torn off, probably like somewhere in the center of her body, will like sort of complete it. But at the same time, like I don't really know where I could put it. Like put a thing. Maybe if I... Which side is the left? Maybe I could put like a heart monitor like somewhere in here, but it would be probably covered up by clothes. Could I... Yeah, that'll probably be taken out. Sorry, I can hear my parents and my brother out in the hall, and it's like, okay, this is happening now. Yeah. I could do like something mechanical on a leg, but like I wanted to have boots, so that'll probably... Yeah, I think that'll probably be enough. And I can just like do more digital things with like the clothes and stuff. And like I said, I had an idea. Maybe there's like robotic lines running in through here, and like someone like cuts at her hair and like sort of exposes it. I don't know, I'm trying to think. It's just like, what are some ideas that I can come up with on the spot while I'm streaming? I do like her fringe. I'm gonna keep that. Like, yeah, I've looked at her legs. But I'm not in... Like I said, I wanted to keep... if I did do something with her legs, I probably want to keep it, like, around this area. But at the same time, like, I wanted to wear, like, large boots. Partly because I think that that's awesome, but... Some kind of Tony Stark thing. I actually don't watch the Avengers or Iron Man or nothing like that. So I don't know anything about the Avengers or Iron Man. I just mostly never had an interest in it. Found it to be, like, simultaneously, like, too edgy and too, like, tame for my tastes, if that makes sense. It feels like a fake edgy, if that feels like anything. I don't know if that makes any sense. Probably move this down, just based on a character design. I made the fringe a bit too high. Yeah, they're probably going to be high heeled just because I had her standing on her toes, and it's difficult to sort of make a boot stance where she's like standing on her like, if she was standing in normal boots, it would be very difficult to justify that kind of pose. And, like, I know that having, like, an action woman in high heels is really bad. But I just suck at drawing feet, and I like big high-heeled boots. And, like, also I feel like an AI wouldn't really be that bothered by, high heels the same way that a human would. And I know that's the most, like... I know that's the most straight white male defense ever. You know, she chooses to do this. I also feel like the defense is a little, that, like, I can use that defense because, you know, I'm not a straight white male. I'm white, but that's about it. I had the idea of, like, have one scrunchie here. And, like, now all of her hair is, like, bunched there, but, like, something happened here, and it's, like, exposing wiring, I think. I'm also a really big fan of, like, shaved head looks. So that's also why that's happening. That comment wasn't, like, to imply that every, like, straight white guy makes that defense. Just that, like, a lot of the fandom ones do make that defense so often that it's, you know, it's a thing. Yeah, what I wanted was, like, a shaved head look. I'm trying to think how... Okay. It probably wouldn't be, like, swirled around like that, I don't think. That looks about better. Right, and... now for some... I mean, the shapes are going to be fairly generic. Oh, and someone just keeps booting up Gary's mod and it's distracting me in the corner. Okay. Could someone... I've just realized that looks like the fucking thing, the temple thing from Detroit Become Human. And I've just realized that that's basically what I've been doing. Except, you know, I am not a bad writer. Probably. Actually, the jury's still out on whether I'm a bad writer or not. But I did get my results back from a thing, from a... I mean, according to my university feedback on my writing, I have potential, but I overwrite things because... And I have the feeling that most of that is connected to me being autistic. Like, I'm constantly worried that, like, oh, people aren't going to get my message, and, like, I'll overwrite to overcompensate. I do want some bits sticking out of it. Just because, you know, that's interesting. Okay, this is actually coming along and looking really nice now. I mean, it was always looking nice, but, you know. You know what I mean. I was so confused on what to do with her. Like, I did a nice body, and then I was like, okay, what do I do now? But I think this is looking nice. I feel like once the secret, like, about her being an AI comes out, I don't think she would, like, I feel like she would, like, look kind of like this from, like, the part of the game where, like, she's pretending to be human. Except, like, her eyes would be, like, more defined. And then once it, like, comes out that she's an AI, she's like, okay, fuck it. Doesn't really matter anymore. Let's just show it off. I am gonna keep her really long hair. Even though I said earlier that I really fucking hate it. Although I'm probably gonna regret that later. Okay, what shape is her hair? I think it's very similar to... Oh, no, it ends in points. I'm in the clear. I just know that Kyoko's hair, like, ends with... No, not Kyoko. No, yeah, Kyoko. Her hair, like, ends with, like, her hair, like, looks more like this at the ends. Like, very straight. Even though I really don't think she is. Okay. Her hair is very thin, though. I should probably, like, keep that in mind. I want it to flow a lot, because that creates an interesting, like, silhouette. But I don't want her to, like... I don't want to stray too far from the character design. I say as I've, like, gone, this is an AI. Oh, boy. Maybe I should start from there. I mean, it would be double as thick because these are all pigtails. do for hair. It's not my best job with hair. I also don't want to be stuck here with hair all day. I'll keep working on it. I'll see if, like, erasing that worked. I think this is coming along well. I mean, you can still tell it's her, but, like, you can also tell the different direction that, like, has been taken. I think. I hope. Okay, that's all. Actually, I should probably draw on that layer, too. Just, you know, use the layer. Alright. Now, if I were a rogue AI, what the hell would I wear? That seems, like, so low on the list of priorities of, like, a rogue AI, but, like, I don't know. It's still kind of funny. Also, the decade will be over in 20 days. I just thought that was interesting to let you know. And we'll be soon closer to 2040 than we are to 2000. Maybe a turtleneck? It feels like a bit of a cliche choice. But, you know, I love me my turtlenecks. Or, you know, anything that's, like, really close to the neck. I really love me that. And it'll probably be a crop top. Just because I really... I really like that waist I drew. I really like the whole body. So, like, it's probably going to be very, like, form-fitting clothing. What if I drew, like, a tear in the shirt and, like, drew her heart, like, sort of exposed through that? That would be cool. Now that I'm thinking about it. I almost want to draw a silhouette of a heart, but I also don't know how it looks. And it's not like my hands where I can just, like, put them out in front of me and sort of, like, look at them. Because I can't pull my heart out of my chest and, like, study it. Like, yes, that's what my heart looks like. Because, you know, I'll die. And I also don't want to, like, look up pictures of an actual heart. Because, like, if I put it in the screen and, like, it's, like, triggering or squeaking to some of my viewers, like, I don't want to do that. I'll look it up. Heart. Images. Let's see. And just mostly clip art. Heart model. Okay. I might draw it, like, I might grab a piece of paper and, like, sort of draw it in front of me as I see it now. And then, like, work off that sketch. I just mostly want a silhouette. Okay, that's not working out. I think I got it. I think I got it. Or at least a close approximation to having it. Looks a bit big. I mean, that's probably the actual size of a human heart. But I'm gonna make it smaller. Oh, whoops. Not much smaller, mind you. There we go. And I think that's where the actual human heart is placed. I hope it is. I'm gonna make the shirt end in a V shape. Just for some design flair. And I'm gonna draw in a tear. Maybe start a bit higher. Raise that bit. Then I have to draw like the little... Now I have to draw like a little... the skin. And, like robot bits. Whoops. Okay, don't draw anything there. Draw on this layer. Eris. I'm gonna make that look like a color. Like a, you know, the color. Not, you know, the one you wrap around a dog's neck. I don't know if I want a skirt. I don't think she would care. But, like, at the same time, I don't want a skirt. It's probably going to be jeans of some kind, but I also don't know if I want jeans or shorts. I will probably keep that bracelet but put it on the other hand, because she's got a bracelet. How am I drawing? I'm drawing with Paint Tool Sai. And yeah, it's Maki. Sort of. I decided to draw her. I mean, I've been drawing for most of my life, so it doesn't feel too hard to me. But, like, I can understand why other people might find it hard. I'm kind of gonna add, like, straps here. They wouldn't serve any real purpose. In fact, they'd probably be, like, a problem, but it would just add some, like, intrigue to her design. Let's see how they look. Yeah, I don't like them now that I look at it. There we go. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go with, like, jeans. Well, if it was 2000, we'd probably put them down there. It's not. It's 2000, nearly 2020. Do you ever think it's weird that we, like, say 2009, 2008, 2004 instead of, like, 2004? But, like, we say 2020 instead of 2020? I'm giving her pockets, because, you know, nothing ever fucking has pockets. of wonder if this was still the angle that happened. Oh, wait, no, that's spoilers. Whoops. I need to shut my mouth. I'm gonna just do that so I can see what I'm doing with the pants. Aw, I'm glad I can be that kind of person for you. And like art, it's a long process of practice. And like what I'm drawing now, I probably would not have been able to at all draw like 5 years ago. If I showed myself some art that I've done like now from like 5 years ago, I probably would be astonished. So, you know, it's definitely something that you need to like keep practicing at. And like, you won't always draw something really, really good. In fact, these are the things that I drew before I started this. So you got this, which is, I redesigned Sans based on a comment like made that he was a trombone player. And then there's this abomination. So, you know. Sometimes things come out looking really nice, and sometimes they don't. Okay, that's probably where I want... Okay, so about here is probably where I want the boots to start. But, like, art is an amazing thing, and, you know, you're the only one who can draw like you. So, like, if you keep at it, your artwork's gonna look really nice. And, like, there's always just fun in drawing, too. Though, don't be like me who, like, has drawn so far for, like, 2 straight hours, I think. Let me take a look. Yeah, about 2 hours. You know, don't be like me who did that. Because my wrist is actually starting to hurt. And I've got more art that I need to do today for, things. Just practice. Yeah, like, practice is really, like, practice it makes perfect is, like, it's a cliche, but, like, it's an important cliche, because it's a true cliche. It's a cliche that's, like, true. God, my inspiration is not very great today. Made the full evolution chart. Nice. Is this in the... Oh god, it's in the channel. Yes, yes it is. Oh boy! Oh my god. Oh god, the goddamn chat. Chat. Alright. Come on. I might add, like... Okay, what if I added like a thing here? Like, I don't think it's a bracelet because it's not around her wrist. Actually, I don't mind that. That's pretty cool. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I've heard about that. I've heard that's coming out soon. Or now, or... I heard that there's a new game coming out, and I'm actually really excited for it. Or it would be if YouTube would, like, actually notify me of what's happening. I guess that's kind of my fault for relying on YouTube to do it. Okay, I have an idea for laces. Because, you know, it would be... She wouldn't need to, like, lace them up. She would just need to, like... Like, if she's an AI, she can just put them on. Or might not even have to take them off. I don't think that they would use Makoto. Or maybe it's a different Makoto. I reckon it'll be a different Makoto. I don't think it'll be Makoto Naegi. That seems very unlikely. Because I think Kodaka said he was, like, done with Danganronpa for the time being. I don't know, yeah, like I said, I feel like... I feel like he's done with it for now. And I, like, respect that, but I also would not be opposed to a new one. Like, I don't think there'll be another Danganronpa for a while, if ever. So basically, everyone has to subsist on fan content and eventually move on. Or, if you're like me, subsist on fan content and just scream and run through the entire fan base. Or just produce my own, because I am both a writer and an artist, and I also edit videos. So my talents basically amount to being a fandom curator, but I haven't figured out the best way to, you know, curate that yet. I have all the talents, I just struggle with the motivation. And also, I can't really... Well, I can, because all the game stuff is happening in Melbourne, but, like, I can't get to Melbourne right now, and I probably won't be able to get there for a very long time, because... Hey, surprise, New South Wales is on fire. And what's happened there will probably be affecting the region for decades to come. The air pollution in New South Wales right now is, like, super bad. Like, most of the year, the area is at a very, like, it's fine, or at very subject times, it's moderate. Right now, the air pollution in New South Wales is as bad as the worst parts of China and India. No, that's worrying. That worries me. Yeah, I'm trying to think of major spoilers I got before I got into it, but I don't think I got any. I think I was lucky enough to go into it blind. Ish. Like, I had an idea that, Junko was kind of a big deal, but I didn't exactly know how, and I was very confused when she just died. Well, you know, Junko with quotation marks. Alright. We should know. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it kind of is, and that might be why I like it, because it's, you know, the challenges are murdering your classmates, and being voted off the island is being executed. But other than that, it's basically the same. And, you know, both are run by, like, some maniacal creature that doesn't care for human rights or safety. So, you know, it's like if Scott Morrison got to run a reality show. Okay, I need to put it. It's really good. I don't usually go to TikTok. I mean, I'm an ancient being who remembers Vine. Like, before it shut down and everyone made RIP Vine compilations. And I honestly miss it. Because, you know, it was a platform that had, like, a cute... It had an interesting thing, like, you couldn't... Like, Vine had an interesting gimmick that gave it a leg up over YouTube. Which is that, like, your videos had to be 6 seconds, and that inspired some really good creativity. But, like... Whoops. But, like, TikTok doesn't really have that, I don't think. I mean, it couldn't do the 5-second thing because Vine already did it. But I don't really see the difference between TikTok and YouTube. I'll be honest. And it doesn't feel like TikToks are that interesting. Like, usually it's the same meme over and over again. Sorry, I feel like I shouldn't be ragging on TikTok so much. There is also the fact that it's selling information to the Chinese government. And I know that sounds like a conspiracy theory. Yeah, it is. It's really become a really bad platform, to be honest. Like, I'm still using it, but, like, all of these policy changes and, like, everything that's happening is just terrible. And it's felt a lot harder for me to, like, get my videos out there because of all these policy changes, because basically I have to gamble that, you know, my art is not child-friendly. But, like, it's nothing super explicit. Like, I'm not drawing violence, I'm not drawing nudity. I mean, I kind of am, because, you know, I will usually start with a sketch of, like, someone's nude form, and, like, put the clothes on it later. And, like, I don't draw... Just went on there for Musically. Next thing you know, it got changed, people forgot about Undertale. I don't know that. I don't know what that is. I mean, I know what Undertale is, I just don't know what you mean. Alright, I should probably... Yep. I'm going to sketch the hair in a bit better. You know, outline the hair. Oh no, I still need to erase bits of the body. Yeah, it got very toxic over time. I've heard that. That always happens with like fandoms and stuff though. Well, just things in general. And it usually happens because people don't want to take a hard stance on being an asshole, or like what being an asshole entails. Which is why on my channel I tend to take a very hard stance against, you know, someone sees the thumbnail as art, it can be marked for kids. Yeah, because, you know, a dangerous AI who could kill people is clearly for kids. Oh yeah, clearly, this is for children. Clearly, for children. But yeah, it's fucking rubbish. Like, I draw a lot of Danganronpa art. So, like, if this gets marked for kids, I'm probably going to be the one that's responsible for introducing children to a series where teenagers murder the shit out of each other. It's just super ill-defined. And, like, it's gonna kill my art videos, honestly, and without my art videos, I have one thing left, and that's gaming. And that's already not been going so well, because, my streams for Resident Evil have had some of the worst turnouts I've done this year. And I don't really blame the audience, because, like, maybe it's just me not, like, maybe it's just a game that they don't like, but it could also be that YouTube is just, like, not advertising my stream because it's marked as for 18 and above. I'm gonna test that this Friday. Because I'm gonna, wait, am I gonna test it this Friday? Yeah, I'm just trying to think about it, because I, plan to go out to a place and buy presents for my family that day. On Friday. Yeah, no one likes Copper. Everyone's like, what the fuck is this? And my run-ins with Copper are like, whoops. They're not even just purely limited to YouTube fucking me about. I mean, the only other instance where I've had, like, butted heads with them is kind of my fault, but, you know. But, like, in the past, I've been, like, kicked off websites that, like, have a 13 and older, requirement. And it's annoying that the only way to get them to believe that you're old enough is to, like, show off your personal information, which was, like, DeviantArt has its own kettle of issues, but, like, I joined it, like, when I was 12, still bright-eyed and free of depression, mostly. And, like, my accounts would usually be banned because I was, like, 12, not 13. I was, like, 3 months off, or I think there was one instance where they banned me, but I was 2 weeks off turning 13.
Yeah, but that was starting from scratch.
But, like, they would ban my accounts because I was too young. So it's not my first run-in with Copper, but this is the first time where it's not been anyone's fault. It's just YouTube decided, oh, we can collect data from children. And then Copper went, no, you can't. And to make sure that you can't... How do I play it? Well, I'm very anxious. So jump scares aren't great. But I tend to not find zombies too scary, or, like, fleshy abominations. Like, fleshy abominations and zombies, I don't find that too scary. To be fair, I don't find jump scares scary, it's just that they startle me. I've kind of yet to find a game that, like, legit scares me, but not because of, like, I'm anticipating a jump scare, but because it's actually psychologically terrifying. I've heard Silent Hill 2 does that, but, like, at the same time, where am I gonna find something that lets me play Silent Hill 2 in this day and age? The PlayStation 2 is, like... I have a PlayStation 2, but it's, like, broken. I don't know how to fix it. Yeah, they do have YouTube Kids, and they're, like, not, like, hey, if you're under 13, go on YouTube Kids. They're literally just punishing creators. They're punishing creators for basically their own problems. Like, they're the ones that took data from children. But, like, nah, we're gonna make our audience pay for it. But probably, like, the more insulting thing that I've found, like, with this whole issue is that, like, one of the alternatives recommended to me is, this fucking website that was just full of neo-Nazi and anti-trans, like, bullshit. And, you know, that was recommended to me on my server where I'm very openly non-binary. You know, the kind of person that these people would absolutely fucking hate. And you gotta be a special kind of asshole to recommend a anti-trans platform to a trans person. Right, where the fuck does her braid? No, it's not a braid, it's a hair. Her hair. Okay, I've gone too far. God, I almost feel like I should just, like, lather on the color and just, like, pick out the details with the eraser. Rather than just, like, slowly go through this. Bit by bit. I mean, that's kind of what I've done it, like, there. Oops. I will probably get called to breakfast in a moment. Right? I've also made my stance on, like, on being very actively anti-fascist, you know, very clear. And, like, I feel like that should be a default setting, you know. People should be anti-fascist by default, but, like, hey, in this day and age where we're electing all these fucking far-right leaders to be the leaders of the government, it's now... you now have to say, oh, I'm against fascism, instead of it being, you know, assumed that, you know, you're a decent human being. Hi there! This is probably an awkward thing to open on. Yeah, no, I get it. I really need to get back into editing proper videos, because I've wanted to do them. I've wanted to do more actual, like, scripted videos, but I've also lost steam, like, halfway through the editing. I just go, I don't want to do this anymore. But man, at this point in time, like, by this point, I would take a right-wing government that actually does something about the... Yeah, to be... in a way it is, yeah. Like, we were downgraded from an open democracy to a narrow democracy thanks to the Prime Minister. And, like, his repeated attacks on the media. Oh, whoops. I'll zoom out. I was drawing Maki. Sort of based... I mean, caring less what people want in their lives is an anti-fascist, like... That's an anti-fascist viewpoint, because, like... When you're a fascist, you're like, I care immensely what people are doing with their lives, and... And, like, it's also very... I don't know, I'm trying to, like, put my thoughts into words. But, like, I don't care what people do as long as they're not hurting people is, like... Yeah, thank you. I've been drawing Maki from Danganronpa V3 with, like, a redesign based on basically what I had dubbed a fake spoiler. Which means it's, like, not a real spoiler to the game to avoid, like, spoiling people who are viewing the stream, like, who aren't spoiled for V3. So, you know, people like you. Basically, what the fake spoiler I invented to justify this redesign was an Maki being secretly an AI. And, you know, like, halfway through the game, that secret sort of gets out. And, you know, she's just like, fuck it, I'll just show it off. Yeah, exactly. That should be the default viewpoint of, like, people. Like, you know, if you're not hurting people, it shouldn't matter. Like, that is basically my view of things. It's just that nowadays a lot of people are hurting other people, and people don't seem to notice. And, like, as long as you're not hurting other people, like, kind of rules out, you know, Nazis who do hurt other people. And basically every Nazi hurts someone. Okay, I'm gonna need to... Okay. Alright, I'm gonna grab that and, gonna do another layer. Whoa, I've deleted everything. Yeah, that's fair. I'm just, like, saying... I'm just saying that, like, certain things are... things. Man, my vocal skills are really deteriorating at the moment. Which one of these is the... Okay, that's the skin. Yeah, sorry, like, this one's taken a lot longer than the other two. The other two were, like... The other two redesigns were, like, there. The other two redesigns, like, took me, like, maybe 10-20 minutes, but this one, I was like, oh, I'm getting into this. And so I spent 2 hours on it. Yes, it did. Are you interested in hearing about what the Garfield is? Yeah, that's basically it. Like, yeah, that's it. Like, personally, I do see Chihiro Fushisaki as a cis boy, but, like, I also don't go out of my way to attack people who see Chihiro as a trans girl. Because, like, why would I? That's an asshole thing to do. And, like, I can see why people would, like, see that way. But, like, I genuinely don't like anyone who, like, is so vehement. Oh, I'll show you the Garfield. Like, I'll show you the Garfield. Get ready for cursed shit. There we go, cursed shit! I don't think they're in the Discord. Look at the hell I have wrought. And there's also the redesign I did of Sans as a band member. But yeah, that's what the Garfield is. Just cursed. I'm so sorry. It's put back. The Garfield, I put the Garfield back. But yes, I've brought hell upon this world. And I'm probably going to be publishing that to YouTube because everyone else, like, wanted it. Oh yeah, there's a delay with the stream. Just so it looks nice. You're valid. You're valid. I had to draw it, and the whole time I was just terrified of myself. The new challenger. Pixie uses they them. There's been a few additions to it in the group chat, in the chat. All right. This will take a moment because I need to save it to my machine and like. I'm gonna need to save it and show it, like, save it to my machine and, you know, fiddle around with the thing. Because I don't want to show my internet. Come on. Save the image. Okay. Alright. No problem. I mean, I don't know if Pixie has a problem, but, you know. Probably shouldn't say no problem for someone else. Alright. Sorry, this is taking a bit of time. Yeah, that's fair. I usually feel, like, awkward about it, too. Alright, there we go. There it is. There's the meme. There's the meme. Yeah, that is terrifying. I just tend to use they them until, like, they say themselves, like, what they use. Whoops. I made the whole fucking thing flesh. That is not what I meant to do. It's all cursed. Oops, all cursed. That's concerning. Into the flesh void. Well, I guess it's synthetic flesh. Okay, no worries. I'm the fight. Alright, now I gotta go do this arm. Yeah, that's my parents. My dad specifically. And I can't really close the door because the air conditioning's on and I don't want to melt. Yeah, like, what the hell was I talking about before? I don't remember. It was like, I think it was like discourse in the fandom. But yeah, like, like, other headcanons are cool. Like, other headcanons, they're really... Other people's headcanons are super cool, but, like, don't be a dick about them. Like, people who see Chihiro as a trans girl, they're awesome. But people who, like, insist that, like, I'm a terrible person if I don't see the exact same way are not cool. Oh my god. The same goes for, like, people who are, like, assholes about, you know, Chihiro being a cis guy. They're not free of being assholes either. In fact, they can be pretty big assholes as well. Like if you, like, you're ruining his character if you see him as a trans girl. Like, dude, there are two angles to take on this character. Yeah, basically. It's like that fucking Vine, you know. Why can't we be friends? Alright, is that all the skin? Looks like all the skin. That looks like all the skin. Alright, I'm gonna get one layer deeper and I'm gonna give lots of metal. Okay. Don't use that. Don't use that language, please. Don't. That's really not the best. That's really bad language, actually. That's really dehumanizing language, actually. I'm actually gonna get rid of that. But yeah, don't say that stuff, please. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, just that's some really dehumanizing language. So. Right. This is yep, okay, that's her skin. Wait. Oh, okay. I'm not too angry about that. That should be fine. No worries. Like, I can understand, like, people don't really know this stuff. Do I want to use red as the main color or the accent color? I mean, it's the main color on a canon design. Speaking of that, I'm gonna just so I can actually see it properly without like all this red tinge. The red tinge is really just so I can see what I'm coloring in. Yeah, I'm probably gonna switch the colors out. I'm gonna have red be the whoops. I'm gonna have red be the accent color. I'm gonna have black be the main color. Mostly because red glowing is also going to be an accent. Just because glowing shit is, like, always awesome. Now it's a question of what I would dub as an accent. I think yeah, that's fair. Decided to go for red as an accent. And I probably won't go for a lot of glowing stuff, but I do want I want glowing stuff. Because that's cool. Like, I know people advise you do something because it's practical, but that's like sometimes you just gotta do something because it's cool. Debate what else you can do with Garfield. Oh god. My brain just immediately goes, make him say trans rights. But at the same time, I'm not sure if I want trans rights attached to that. Trying to think of other things that have been interesting. Oh yeah, this week, me and my brother were like at the shops, like looking for Christmas presents for my partner and my best friend. Okay, that's fair. But me and my brother were like at our shops, and like I was looking for things to send over to my partner. Ah, yeah. And like we stopped at Donut King. What is the Garfield Shrine? Oh my god. The concept of a Garfield Shrine is terrifying. Spaghetti. Does anything rhyme with spaghetti? I don't know. I don't know. But like me and my brother were at Donut King. We were at Donut King because I was broke. Aside from the, I'll take it. Take what? A shrine to Garfield? That's terrifying. Well, Eddie, yeah, I guess it does. Okay, I think that's probably good on the accents. Alright, so we're gonna go for the black now. For the main bits. Like, but like me and my brother were at Donut King, and we ordered, because I was saving what little money I had to like buy gifts, and we ordered we ordered 6 cinnamon donuts, and so we would have 3 each, and we also ordered we also got a vanilla milkshake for him, and that whole thing came to about $13. That was like some of the cheapest food that I could find for like both of us at that shops. Aside from like going into like Woolies or something and buying like a bag of chips. But, you know. And like we sat down, we decided we had lunch or breakfast or whatever you want to call it. It was kind of in like 10-11 o'clock, somewhere in that time zone. And like we started eating donuts. They were pretty hot, but like they were pretty good. But like at the end of it, we just looked into the bag, and we were both remarking that like they were just full of like sugar and cinnamon. Like just covered in it, and like bits of it were like caked on and they were like falling off. And then we look in the bag, and there's like a solid lump. Well, not a solid lump, but there's just a huge lump of like cinnamon and sugar at the bottom of the bag. Welcome back. I forgot to color in her ponytail thingy-majiggy. I forgot to color in that. Whoops. I was so wrapped up in talking about my fucking trip to Donut King that I just forgot to color in the scrunchie. I don't know why I looked at those. I meant to look across to this. That was my fault and I apologize. I'm trying to think of things to talk about, like either with the audience or about like things that happened in my life. But I think I've shared all of my life experiences that happened in the last little while. Do you ever just spend 10 minutes talking about a trip to Donut King? Just to get to the point that, like, holy shit, there's so much sugar in the bottom of the bag? And yeah, I felt like shit for the entire day afterwards, because it's like, oh, that's a lot of sugar, and I burned out very quickly. I think I passed out that day. And, like, I've been passing out a couple of times the last few days. I don't know if it's, like, the depression, if it's the seasonal change. I actually don't know what it is. Like, it could also just be me taking terrible care of my body. I'm fine, I just haven't been doing so hot the last few days. But I think I'm getting better, finally. A lot of drugs. Yeah, I don't even know how to get drugs. I mean, that's kind of the idea. If, like... It's like, we got an actual robot, and we also have a secret robot. God, do I want black boots, or do I want, like, a different color boot? Sorry, I've been, like, mostly doing this in, like, sections, because it's exhausting to just trace out the entire boot, or trace out the entire thing at once. This helps me feel like I'm making actual progress faster. Yeah, why snort some cocaine when you can just down 3 Monster Energies mixed with fucking sugar. Actually, Monster Energies have a lot of sugar in them anyway. How to art. Yes. How to art. Step 1. Pick up a pen. Step 2. Pick up paper. Step 3. Put the pen on the paper. With the righty end. With the end that makes the markies. I just realized that me saying Maki and me saying Maki, because of my accent, there's no difference. And if I want there to, like, sound like there's a difference, it's Marky. Like American. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't know if red and brown is going to be the best color combination. I'm going to try it, but... Oh my god. Write my name so it doesn't get stolen. That's fair, but I usually also keep the sci file on my machine. So like if someone tries to claim it as theirs, I can go, no, I have the file with all the layers, sweetie. God, that's fucked. Like, yeah, that's fucked. Like, Of course people are going to not let 4-year-olds buy an energy drink. Who the fuck would, like, think that they would? Like, even me and my 3 brain cells know not to do that. Whoops, wrong layer. Just noticed. Actually, I don't know. I don't mind the brown. I don't mind the brown, actually. Okay, see you. Yeah, I don't mind the brown. That actually looks okay. Which is surprising. I didn't think it would. At least I think it looks okay. Let me get rid of the black background. Yeah, okay. I like that. I like that. I like the brown boots. They're fine. I don't know why they're fine, but for some reason they don't, like, make me hate everything. I'm gonna put the glowy bits, like, I'm gonna color in the glowy bits a bright red. And I'm gonna put a luminosity layer over everything, so I can, like, have it actually glow. I need to clean my tablet. I'll do that now, actually. There's just, like, a lot of gunk that I've just noticed is built up on it, and I should probably have cleaned it off earlier. There we go. Oh, now it's wet. It's fine. This is fine. This is fine. At the end of the stream, I'm probably gonna... I mean, at the end of this drawing, I probably will end the stream just because my wrist is starting to hurt a fair amount. I mean, I've been drawing for like 2.5 hours now. Oh, nearly 3 hours. Of course my wrist is tired. Alright. I think that's all the glowy bits that are, or all the bits that are gonna glow. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna go on top of this layer and luminosity. I might also just... Okay, I'm gonna... Oh, okay, I remember something I need to do. Is it gonna be 1 pixel? Is 1 pixel gonna be enough? Okay, yes. Yes, it is. Is it in that one? Or is it... Hang on. No, it's on the outside. Okay. Oh, thank you. And I'm gonna merge everything down. And on this, I'm gonna make that a clipping. Alright, so, whoops. Yep, that's the... Okay, what about this one? Okay. That's a bit big, but we can deal with. Good. Alright, there we go. I'm going to add a slight luminescence to her eye. And over her chest, it's probably going to be very, very intense. I don't know if I want to keep it as a luminosity. I might... What about a normal layer? Overlay? Oh, not the overlay. Ooh, Lumion Shade is actually pretty cool. But it does have a kind of a blood red feel to it. What about Screen? I think Screen is luminosity, but like, not as intense. Actually, I think normal layer is probably going to be what like looks the best. Trying to make that look like light rather than like a blush mark. I mean, it could look like both, in all fairness. It does kind of make it look a bit dead. But yeah, I think I did pretty well on this. It's very simple, but like I think that it works. And I'm sorry, like about the midriff. I just really wanted to show that off because I was really proud of how I drew that. Alright, my wrists and hands are in a bit of pain, and I also haven't moved in 3 hours, so I think, that I will end the stream here for today. So thank you all for coming, and I'm sorry if I didn't get around to what you wanted me to do, and I will see you next time.